Welcome back to Cincinnati Reds Daily. I'm Greg. You can follow me on Twitter on Reds Daily 4. If you're here, like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun things. We appreciate you being here. The Reds need an outfield bat. Today we're going to talk about why Anthony Santander would be a perfect fit for the Reds on a short-term deal. So, a report by Ken Rosenthal and Will Sammon of The Athletic came out the other day and said some remaining free agents may be open to shorter term deals. Anthony Santander was one of those. So, does that fit the Reds' need for a power bat in the middle of the lineup? I think so. Listen, the Reds had Elly De La Cruz lead the team with 25 home runs last season. Santander is coming off a season where he slashed 235, 308, 506. He had a WRC plus of 129, 44 home runs, and 71 extra base hits. Again, that's 19 more home runs than the Reds' leader had last season. These numbers highlight his ability, to put up power numbers at Great American Ballpark, put him into the middle of the lineup. It's something that this team desperately needs. Let's take a look back at the Reds' outfield production in 2024. Some are saying, with the additions of Gavin Lux, with the additions of Brady Singer, and now you have a backup catcher, Jose Trevino, the Reds have had a good offseason, which I would agree. But I think there's a glaring need that still needs filled, and that's a bat in the middle of the lineup, and preferably a power bat. Looking back at the Reds' outfield production last season, Jake Fraley hit 277, 330, 386. Pretty decent there, but then he only had 5 home runs. Obviously, Fraley was going through some things last season, first with his daughter being sick. He had some things where he was sick and lost a lot of his strength, hence only 5 home runs. Spencer Steer slashed 225, 319, 402. He had 20 home runs. TJ Friedl, 226, 310, 380. He had 13 home runs. He only played about 85 games, I believe. Will Benson slashed 187, 274, 376 with 14 home runs. Again, the lack of power and production in the outfield was glaring, especially for a team playing at Great American Ballpark. When you're playing at Great American Ballpark, home runs should be flying out of there, and the Reds just don't have the power bat at the moment. Steer contributed 20 home runs, but other than that, you had Benson being your second best power hitter at 14, and Benson, again, he hit 187. Adding a player like Santander, who hit more home runs last season than the Reds' 2 outfield sluggers combined, that's Steer and Benson, would be a game changer. His ability to drive the ball out of the park with consistency would instantly improve the Reds' offense. Why does he fit? Again, we've talked about it a little bit. Power production. You're plugging a guy with 44 home runs right in the middle of the lineup. But here's the big one. Short-term flexibility. The reason I, myself included, I said the Reds should go after him, but I didn't think it was realistic that the Reds would go after him because he would want a big long-term deal that the Reds were not going to be willing to pay. But all of a sudden, if he's open to a 1 or 2 year deal, I think that makes perfect sense for the Reds. The Reds could address their immediate power needs without committing to a lengthy contract and give out too much money. This aligns with their strategy of supplementing a young team and getting some veterans that can help out. And again, it's a huge ballpark fit. Great American Ballpark is one of the most hitter-friendly stadiums in all of Major League Baseball, especially for power hitters. Santander, you would think, would be able to be plugged right in and have 40-plus home runs again in 2025. Listen, again, the Reds have had a good offseason, but I think the biggest need is a power hitter or is a bat you can plug right in the middle of the lineup, and they haven't filled that need yet. So I think if Santander is truly willing to take a shorter-term deal, I think Nick Krall should be on the phone. Go get it done. The Reds should sign Anthony Santander. Thanks for being here. If you're still here, comment below. Do you think the Reds should sign Santander? Comment, like, subscribe. As always, appreciate you. Go Reds.